Okay, I am back, and I realize I always start off with okay, I am back. So this is the next episode of my Valentine series, and I'm going to be making shaker cards, shaker card envelopes. I guess more like a shaker envelope. I am using the Michaels cards and envelopes to make these, and I'm also I have my Project Life, I don't remember what that's called right now, but you know what that is. And I have these pockets from some memory planner, memory folder thing. I'm like at lost for words today. So I'm going to be using these for shakers because these are pretty large cards. I'll put this aside. And then I got some shaker bits and some beads that I'm going to use. So let me just get started. We don't need the envelope at the moment, but we will be using it. And what's cool about this is you're going to see this pink border after I put this together. You can cut this by hand or with a cutter, which I'm going to just use my little cutter right here just to cut that. I don't need this this flap here, so I'm just going to cut this off. I'll do both of them. You can keep those backs because this is really pretty here. You can always keep that. Even the striped paper is pretty. So, and I know this is not exactly Valentine's, but it's still going to coordinate with what I'm making. Yeah, so you don't really have to use per se Valentine's stuff. Okay, so normally, well, let me just do it now. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Get my marker because this needs to get bordered for me. I'm just going to use this card. So this is my paint marker that I love to use. Turn it this way. And I'm just going to give it a border of this gold paint marker. Okay. Carefully lift because it is a paint, so it will run or smear. Just got to be careful. Try to get some of that off. I don't know what that is. Oh. Alright. See, I did smear it a little bit, but I can't help it. Let me grab a piece of paper towel. Okay. Just so I can wipe off the excess that's on that edge there and continue. Okay, just looking for that edge. Okay, so see the difference between the non-edged with the gold and with the gold. So while that dries, I'm going to do the other one, and then that way I could start off with the first one. It should be dry by the time I get to it. It's a little tedious to do, but I like the outcome. Okay. Fuse tool. See, I always remember at the end. That's what that's called, a fuse tool. Okay. Alright, so now, I'll leave that second. I'm gonna let that one dry, come back to this one. Put this aside for now, but I'll be using that. So we're gonna go ahead and slip this in. And I am going to slip it in this way just to make the most use of this pocket, so that I already have two sides. And I'm going to bring this back, and hopefully my fuse tool is hot enough. And we're going to seal one side. Where's my little ruler? This came with my fuse tool. So let's just... I like to not do it right on the line of my card, just a little bit off, so I have a little bit of space for all my shaker stuff. I'm going to do it this way because I can never see where that line is. And there. So if you give it just a little bit of space, you'll have room to throw in your shaker bits. You don't want it to too tight. So let's see if that's enough. I'm going to go in just a little more. And maybe there. I'm just trying to get it straight. Alright, so now hopefully this is hot enough. I'm just gonna slowly go a couple times, maybe 3 if I feel like I need to. I'm going to go one more time slowly and see if that's sealed. And you'll know if it's sealed because you'll have to peel it off your cardboard, which it sort of went through. Let's double check. I have to cut this because right now it's completely sealed in there. So I'm going to cut really close to where I sealed it, but not right on that line because you'll just open up your seal. And then we're going to cut here, but I'm going to leave a little bit. I'm just going to leave extra so I can see where I'm cutting. Put that aside, and now let's test this out and make sure that it's all sealed. It's not going to open up, and it looks like it's good. So you'll see it didn't completely attach itself, but there is a line. Well, you can't really see it, huh? I don't know if you could see the line where it was. Alright, so now we're going to add the actually, let me just do the other one, get that one ready. And this time I should have enough to do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the same one. This way I'm not wasting. And then seal one side and seal the other. So I'm not going to worry about where this card is yet. I'll do that later. Right now I just want to seal it. And this is a pretty thick plastic. I just want to share with you because some people have trouble using this. And this is actually pretty thick, and you just have to have patience, let it heat. I didn't even leave it that long, but just let it heat and let it get hot, and then slowly go down your ruler. You can go a couple of times. You don't want to go too many times either, because then you'll just cut off, and that might be more than enough right there. I think it's hot now. See, I kind of peeled it off. So I'm going to double check, make sure that that's sealed just by sticking my hand in there. I'm going to just trim that now a little bit. Just close to where I sealed it, but not on the seal. Okay. And then we're going to do this side. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing like I did before. I'm going to leave enough this way. I'm just going to leave enough so there's room for my shaker bits, because I want to use some seed beads, and they're usually thicker than sequins. Alright, so slowly. And one more time. The hotter it is, the less times you have to go through here. So that should be good. And I can even feel it just by doing that. So we're going to cut that, trim this off, and trim the top. Just some extra off the top. Just leave enough so you have some room to play with. Check your seal. And now I have my 2 pockets ready to add stuff to. Alright, so my mixes, I just have everything kind of spread out. I have these large XOs, and is this the same thing? This stuff here, but I'm going to throw in some of these lips, which I have so many of. Do I want to use these? No. So I think this would be good. I don't want to get too crazy either. And I'm going to put them in this one too. And I'm not worried about the back because I'm attaching this to my envelope. So it doesn't really matter. Alright, and let's put some of these X's and O's. I really should just empty this out into something, but I know. Put it here. And I'm only going to put like one of each color. See, that's all I'm going to put. And the same thing here. Let's see, make sure I have one of each color. And I have one of the X. Okay. So I can put that away. Alright, how did I do this? Okay, and then just for a little more of that yellow, I'm going to put a couple of these hearts just to, I don't want to get too crazy with the bigger pieces because they'll end up covering too much of my image. Okay, and then put that back. Alright, so that's it for that. Put that away. Where did I put? Oh, here it is. Okay, now we're going to throw in, I also have these little tiny black hearts. Shake some in there. These are from Target. And those other pieces that I use in here are from Hobby Lobby. I did put a lot in there, but that's okay. And you gotta be careful. I feel this heat from this thing and I'm just like, I know I'm gonna burn myself. Okay, some seed beads. These are the, I've taken them out of their jars, but these are the ones from Michael's. I didn't want to use red. See how easily this is now turning into a Valentine shaker and not just whatever that was for. Okay, so let's put some hugs and kisses. I have these hugs and kisses, but I have no idea where I got them from. I think I got them from, 3 is good. Where did I get it from? I want to make sure they're in the right direction, not backwards. AC Moore maybe? I don't know. And now we need some, I'm going to use some of these hearts. Okay. And some light pink. And whoever gets this, more than welcome to cut it open and use all that stuff. Let's put in some of these big white sequins. Okay, now I'm kind of covering up that one bottle there, so I'm going to stop on this one. Let me see. It's not too bad. Let me see what else I have. And this is my sequin stash. This is just one of them, and here's another. I have like 5 of these or 6 of these things filled. Still wanted to put more. I want to put some of these little flowers in here that I have. I just want it to look full. I feel like I need more pink. So let's throw in some more pink of this shade. Okay, that's good. That is enough. Gotta learn when to stop. Got some loose beads here. I mean sequins. Very nice. Okay. So now we're going to seal the top. What am I doing? I'm doing this. I want to push this down and get this again. And this time I want to try to get as close to that edge where the card is. That should be good. And again, just a couple of runs. You see, I'm not going super fast. I am putting pressure though. I'm pushing down, but not to where I'm like cutting through. Just pushing down enough so it just melts. And that is definitely a good seal. Trim the extra, and we've got ourselves a shaker card. Look at all that good stuff in there. Okay. And then this one. Same thing. I'll push that in. Oh, you can see my stuff is already. I mean, it's not a big deal, but let's try and avoid that. Oh well, that's as good as it's gonna get. You won't see that. Alright, I'm trying to hold it in place. Okay. This one's really on the edge. I think we're good. Yeah, that's good. That's sealed. Okay. One went in backwards. Oh well. I thought I checked it all. Okay, so I'm going to put that point that way. Now we're going to go ahead and attach these to our envelopes. You don't have to do that. You could have just put a backing on here to a double-sided, and you would just have this part. But I want to do this so that I can put stuff in here. I could do another card. And I'm going to do it so that the opening is this way. Yeah, like that. And I'm going to be using my crafter's tape. And by the way, They're selling these 4-pack in a box at Walmart now, which they never had at my Walmart before. I don't know if they've been there or not. But yeah, I'm going to start off with this, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue for the edges. So I'm just doing, doesn't want to work on here. Okay, so this doesn't want to work on plastic. I've never used this before with that, so I guess we're just going to use hot glue. It doesn't want to run on that for some reason. Okay, let me just go ahead and get that on there quickly because it will dry fast. There. Almost got it perfectly centered, but not really. Alright, so there is one. And I could always use another card, you know, to give as a gift or fill it in and just pop that in there. Or a different card. You know, that would be a great idea, actually. Just swap out, like put this one. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. So we want this way. I'm not even going to bother with that runner because that didn't do me any good. Hope that I get it centered there. You have like a second or two to maneuver it, but there we go. It's on. Ta-da! There is my card slash envelope, and what I'm going to do is for this one I'm going to use this card and fill that out as my V-Day card, and for this one I will use one of these. And now I wish that I bought a lot more of these cards. So that'll be my Valentine card. But I might just add more. So oh, my computer wants to restart. No. Let's see, what can I add to it just to spiffy it up some more. I'll put a heart. See, that is cute right there. Let's just do that. So this one's gonna get this little, ow, gold heart. And everything's just gonna pass behind that, so it's really cool. And this one, can I put there? Another heart. It's too big. Let me see if I have a smaller heart maybe, or something else. Too big. Okay, what else can I use? Ooh, maybe some of this bling from Target. So we can get this open. There's another one here. Just want to give it a little something extra. One of these little guys. Is there a smaller one here? Like right. That's perfect. Or should I use a bigger one? Bigger one. Put that there. I feel like I need more. I do need something else, like another bow. Maybe a bow here. Well, that's kind of cute. There we go. A little too much glue there. Alright, so I could be finished, right? I think I am finished. I was going to add trim, but then I might end up covering that gold that I took my time putting in there. So there's my 2 envelope cards. Sorry, I'm in the wrong direction here. And there's shakers with all kinds of Valentine's stuff in there. And then each one has the opposite. So people are going to get a card with a pocket, and then this one's going to get the opposite image, so they're not getting the same exact image inside the card. Alright, so there we go. Next series. On to the next episode. Bye now.